Patriots in Week 4. Brady v. Belichick. All the history of their 20 years together. All the drama of what played out last year. Now they're going to meet for the first time since parting ways. Brady tweeting, "It's like when your high school friends meet your college friends." Good one, Tom. While Tom was tweeting, Tom Brady Sr., his dad, was joining Boston Radio yesterday to predict how that Week 4 matchup will play out. Take a listen to this.
I saw the schedule come out last night, and I started salivating when I saw that we play the Patriots in the fourth game of the season, and that we're coming up here to make our record 4-0 after the fourth game. So wow. It's a pretty fun time. Coming back home to Boston, it's our second home here, and the Patriots are our second favorite team. It's a game where we get to root for against nobody. We get to root for the Patriots, but our most favorite team, of course, is the Buccaneers, and so we expect to beat the Patriots rather handily.
After all that, oh yeah, we'll smoke them. Brandon, you share Brady's dad's confidence that the Bucs will beat the Patriots rather handily?
No, but first, Tom Brady Sr. just peeled back the curtain on this relationship. This relationship is not in a good place, and that's concerning, man. You guys have done so much together. We're talking about winning at a high level for years, 20 years. You guys can't be grown men and sit down and try to figure this out, but this is going to really just put a lot of venom into this game, and it's going to be super entertaining. So the week leading up, it's going to be fun. Game time, game day is going to be fun. Does Tom Brady walk up to Bill Belichick and shake his hand? Does Bill walk up to Tom, shake his hand? Probably not. Thank you for that nugget, Tom Brady Sr. We kind of knew that, but man, time goes by. You got to let things heal up, man, and they haven't done that yet. So here's the deal. You got Bill Belichick on the other side. Bill Belichick is going to be looking at Week 10 and on. Week 10 and on, what happened down there in Tampa? They found their identity. They realized that they're not a aired out type of offense. You need to hand the ball off to those two running backs that you have, and you have a great defense, and everybody knows what Todd Bowles does on that side of the ball. But on the offensive side, you guys figured it out. Now you're giving Bill Belichick months to prepare for that. You best believe Bill is sitting in his office right now saying, okay, week 1, we're not going to overlook that. We know we got to do there. But he knows exactly who Tom Brady is. He knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses, and he's going to exploit it. So I do not share the sentiment of Tom Brady Sr. wows. And if you have any extra tickets, I would love to be there, because this game is going to be phenomenal. The entire week leading up to the game is going to be phenomenal.
Brandon,
you got
I love you
me?
and respect you. Well, here's the thing. With you talking about, hey, Nick, did you see the new Rolex I got on my Instagram? Or, hey, one time I took a vacation to St. Bart's and there was goats up on the hillside. I would not take you to the lowly section of the only section I could afford, my friend. You should call all your friends in the NFL. You deserve far better seats than the ones I can afford. But if you want to come with me, we can do it. Nicholas, I think Tom Brady Sr. has captured the emotional goulash that I am in right now. Are we rooting for Tom Brady? Are we not rooting for Tom Brady? Are we booing Tom Brady? You cheer him, you boo him, he throws an interception. Are you saying it's okay? It's just a big emotional mess. The only thing you can hang your hat on is just the schedule. The analytics of the schedule take emotion out of it. And there's a lot of there's a take that is bubbling up that all of a sudden it's not the Chiefs that are going to go undefeated, but the Bucs will go undefeated. And earlier this morning, before our meeting, I was like, Nick, you should dig into your facts about what you think is going to happen in the Bucs schedule, because I think that will give everybody even more venom and more interest in this game, because I think the Bucs will actually really need this game, not just for the emotion of Tom Brady, but just straight up need to win this game on their schedule before the season gets away from them.
All right, well, I'll do that in just a moment. You can leave the schedule up. But it's good to hear from old man Brady. Last time I remember hearing from him was when his son was being suspended by the league, and he called this same radio show and yelled at Goodell and yelled at the NFL. I mean, so I hadn't heard from Tommy Sr. in a while. No, hey, listen, we don't talk about people's family, but if people's family is calling sports talk radio, then I feel like they are opening themselves up to it. And best I can tell, that's a guarantee. That's a Mark Messier style. I guarantee the Bucs are going to come into Foxborough and kick some clam chowder down Patriots' throats. So that's exciting. Let's see how I think it's actually going to go. Contrary to what Tom Brady Sr. says. Now you can show the schedule. I think the Bucs are obviously going to make the playoffs, and I think they're going to go into the playoffs winners of 4 in a row and probably winners of 5 of their last 6. I think they're going to go in hot, feeling good about themselves, and unlike last year, with a home game to start because they're going to win their division. But those first 5 games, it is easy to see them losing 3 of them and not hard to see them losing 4 of them. The only, to me, pseudo-guaranteed victory they have in the first 5 weeks is home against Atlanta. Home against Dallas is hard. At the Rams, you are an underdog. At New England, to me, if Cam is looking even semi-decent, that's a pick-em. And home against Miami, a Miami team that I liked a lot last year, particularly its coaching and defense, that's a tough one. And then the middle part of your season is some good, some bad, and in the end, it gets very, very soft. But Brandon, I think it is more likely the Bucs go into the Patriots game 1-2 than they go into the Patriots game 3-0. I think at the Rams is a brutal spot, cross country against an excellent team, and I think the Cowboys are going to be extraordinary offensively. They're not going to be worse than they were last year defensively, so I think that's a losable spot. I'll just ask you, what do you think is more likely? The Bucs go into that game 3-0, or they go into that game 1-2, kind of feeling like, oh, we got to get it together?
3-0. Come on, Nick. You know I always say this, man. I'm with you when you right, buddy. But you're wrong here. Let's not get it twisted. You still have, you have everybody coming back. You have all of the coaches, which is most important. And then you have all the players that are coming back. And Tom Brady, have we ever seen Tom Brady have a Super Bowl hangover? Have we ever seen Tom Brady come back and he's just still celebrating? He's always on to the next thing. So you got to believe that Tom Brady probably in the next couple of days is going to be texting everybody, calling everybody, saying, all right, guys, now it's time to focus in on this season. So I don't see that happening. Now, we don't know, right? Like sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves when it comes to sports. We start throwing out these predictions and looking at weeks ahead when we got to hone in on the thing that's right in front of us. But when you think about how this team is built, all they have to do is protect the ball, and that starts with Tom Brady. Tom Brady, we don't need you slinging it around 40, 45 times. What we need you to do is don't mess it up. You got a top 5 defense. You got a top 5 offensive line. You have a top 5 wide receiving core. You got Leonard Fournette, who's getting after it this offseason, so he's going to come back better and in a better place mentally. So just don't mess it up. Wiles, I just don't see them going into Foxborough 1-2 or 0-3. I just can't see that happening.
Okay. Can I dig in on the Cowboys with you, Brandon? Because we know the Cowboys' defense last year was terrible. But it feels like Dan Quinn can make his money right away. Right away. Dak will be back, and we know that the offense will be superpowered. But it feels like if